nightcap Bills and 49ers. So we pushed it back a couple hours just for today so we can get you ready for both games from the Monday Night Football doubleheader. Today we have a lot of picks. We'll have both picks from the doubleheader on Monday Night Football. We'll have some college basketball picks as well. Let's take a look at our crew for today. We got Rod Zawakian on our early starts for the drive today, as well as Brian Bittler, killing on leaderboards in college football this year, and El Ninas will also join us here on the show. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started and bring in Brian Bittler. We'll talk to him. He's going to be looking here at this Bills and 49ers game, and let's go ahead and bring in Brian. Brian, how you doing today?
I can't complain. Ready to bounce back off of my bad Sunday. I had a good Saturday, bad Sunday, so hopefully it's going to be a knockout for Monday.
All right, let's go for that knockout here on Monday. All right, Brian, you're going to be taking a look here at the nightcap, 8:15 Eastern time. It's Buffalo and San Francisco. Niners favored here. This line was moving around throughout the week. Now it's settling about San Francisco -2. Total sits here at 47.5. Of course, Buffalo with the better record, but the 49ers coming off a win against the Rams.
Yeah, I think you're going to see the 49ers get better and healthier as the season progresses. Don't forget this team was in the Super Bowl recently, so they don't have a bad roster. And I think in this game, you're going to see a ton of running the football. Devin Singletary and Moss for the Bills are really going to be running it. And I think the Niners try to really speed up the game by running the football with Mostert and their team of backs. So for me, the under really is a good value here. The under in Niners game 7-2, the last 9 games in Week 13. Also, the Bills have gone under 36-17 as a dog. So for me, and add to the fact that the Niners, this is a must-win game for them. So they're going to throw everything in the kitchen sink at the Bills, and also the Bills need to win the game also. So it's kind of like a playoff game. So for me, take the under. I think it's a safe bet.
All right, Brian here says go ahead and take the under in this one. Yeah, I'm kind of with you there. It's tough to trust Nick Mullins. He has more picks than he has touchdown throws. And, of course, you look at the game will be played on a neutral field. There'll be no fans in these stands here. But I like your play there on the under because it's just tough to trust this backup quarterback Mullins. And, of course, the Niners came in with a pretty good defensive effort in that win against the Rams, Brian.
Yeah, I think it comes down to game management. And while Mullins doesn't have the talent of Allen of the Buffalo Bills, I think he can manage the game and keep from turning the ball over. And to do that, I think running the football will be the objective to the Niners, who will also play rock solid defense I see in this game.
All right, Brian, we're about 45 minutes before kickoff here to start the Monday Night Football doubleheader. What do you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Well, you can get my Monday money shot. You can get all 3 plays I put out today. That includes a college basketball pick, all 3 plays for $50, or my pick in the prime time on this very game on the spread. Find out who I have on the side. Just $30 at pickdogs.com premium pick section.
All right, guys, check out Brian Bittler over at Pig Dogs. You can see the numbers there. He's having a fantastic college football season. Number 1 documented over there. Why not pick up a long-term pass? He has a 30-day pass right now over at Pig Dogs. Get all of his plays for 30 days. That would include NFL, college football, college basketball. Of course, the NBA is a little more than 2 weeks away, so we're counting down the start of the NBA season. So get on board with Brian Bittler. He will get you in the winner's circle. All right, Brian, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night. Continue the winning ways, and we'll talk with you on Friday.
I'll see you on Friday, Tony. Have a good week.
All right, everybody, Brian Bittler here on the drive-through. All right, flying solo. We'll have Chris Ruffalo on the show tomorrow. A little bit under the weather. We wish him the best. He'll be with us tomorrow. Let's continue on with the drive-through and welcome Rod Zawacki to the show. Rod, how you doing? How did your NFL do for you yesterday?
I did not too bad. We had a winning day. We went 4-3 on the day, so came out ahead. Had a good winning weekend, so can't complain. Up 2 winning days in a row. Let's try to make it 3 today.
Sounds good. You're going to be looking at our college basketball for today. You'll be looking at a game out featuring the Oregon Ducks in Eastern Washington. Oregon here laying 14. Total sits at 143.5. Of course, Oregon was on the road here in one of those little tournaments last week.
Oregon was on the road in one of those little mini tournaments. They went 1-1 and 1-1 against the spread as well. Eastern Washington's played in 2 games this year. They lost both of them, but the number we like, they're 2-0 against the spread. So I dug into the numbers here and I looked. Eastern Washington offense is averaging 67.5 points a game. They're going against this Oregon defense who's allowing 76.5 points a game. So this Oregon defense isn't very good. They may have a high-powered offense, but their defense is not as good. This is going to allow Eastern Washington to hang around in this game because Eastern Washington is way better than the Oregon defense here. So 14 points is way too many for the Ducks to cover here. Take Eastern Washington to hang around. I don't think they outset them. I think Oregon wins, but not by that many. Take Eastern Washington to cover the number.
Yeah, they looked a little. I didn't like the way they looked against Missouri. Then Oregon, of course, they missed their leading scorer, who graduated, All Pac-10 Player of the Year. You know, it was a big loss for Oregon. Here, Rod Zawacki here is on Eastern Washington taking the plus 14 against the Oregon Ducks. All right, Rod, what you got going on? We got Monday Night Football doubleheader, top of the hour. What do you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
I got a 3-pack available still. I've got kick off the week. I've got 2 college basketball plays in there, and the early Monday Night Football game I've got in there available all as a 3-pack over at the website. Kick off the week triple. Go over to the website and grab it, and have a big night.
Yeah, big night coming up from Rod Zawacki over at Pig Dogs Premium. That 3-day pass will get you going here from Rod. Get the Monday Night Football coverage as well as college basketball for 3 days. Or if you want to kick up to a 30-day, you can do that as well because the NBA will be in play in about a couple of weeks. They get started in the association. Preseason is coming up on Friday, guys. So it's coming. It'll be here before you know it. All right, Rod, as always, great having your show. We'll be listening for you in the morning show at 10 a.m. Eastern time with Mitch and company.
And everything we good tomorrow. We'll have updates for you on the contest. We'll have a leaderboard for you and everything. We've got that all squared away, and I'm going to get everything all nice and squared tonight. And we'll have leaderboards for you and everything. Should be able to do that daily for you here on the drive-thru.
Absolutely, we'll give you the updates here on the drive-thru on the contest. All right, Rod, as always, have a great night. We'll listen for you on the morning show, and we'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow, Tony. Have yourself a wonderful evening.
All right, everybody, Rod Zawacki here on the drive-thru. All right, we'll continue on. We're going to get you the game 1 of the Monday Night Football doubleheader as we're ready to bring in Al Ninos to look at this Washington and Pittsburgh game. And let's welcome Al to the show right now. Al, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing great. You can't complain. All right, Al, you're going to look at this Washington football team and Pittsburgh Steelers contest. We've got current line shows a little money coming in here on Washington. It's down to Pittsburgh -6. Total sits here at 43.5. I guess the bettors were not too impressed with the Steelers' performance against the Ravens. And, of course, the Washington football team coming off that nice performance against the Cowboys. But they have a lot of rest, having last played on Thanksgiving. So a lot of rest time here for Washington. How do you see this game?
Yeah, I see that +6 getting juiced a little bit too, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a 5.5 soon, at least before kickoff. But we're going to be looking at this total here on the show. So these are 2 good defenses going at it. Washington was involved in some high-scoring games early in the season, but their defense has really tightened up since. They were playing against some of the better offenses early and not so much lately. And so the Steelers do have some dangerous weapons and the much better offense in this matchup, but they haven't quite looked the same without James Conner. Washington's defense is also better against the pass than it is against the rush, so that's nice for them not to see Conner suiting up. Washington also has one of the worst offenses to go along with that defense. So I see a lot of running of the football. I see some passes getting broken up, and which should lead to a lot of field goals and punts. Both teams here are 1 game under 500 when it comes to the over, and I don't think they get to 500 tonight. So I'm taking this game to go under the total.
All right, Al Nino says go under total here with this Washington football team and Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm in full agreement with you. I like the under in this one as well. All right, Al, about quarter after the hour, what you got going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
I got a 3-pack as well, 2 NFL plays and a college basketball play if you want to check those out.
All right, check out El Nino's over at Pig Dogs Premium. One of those long-term passes, the way to go as we get into college basketball. And we're seeing some conference play coming up right now as well as non-conference. But NFL, college football, a big weekend here of college football as we approach the championship, conference championship games next week. And the bowl games won't be too far away, so why not pick up one of those long-term passes right now from El Nino's over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Del, great having you on the show. And, of course, we got an agreement here from Mr. James, who agrees with you on this under here. He has some concerns about the knee from Big Ben. So Mr. James here says Big Ben banged up with knee. He likes the under as well. So you got an agreement there. All right, Al, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night, and we will talk with you tomorrow.
Yeah, always a pleasure to be here, and have a good one. Enjoy your football games tonight. And your college basketball. Some good ones out there, too.
Yeah, some college basketball as well. Of course, Al Ninos will be with us tomorrow. All right, Al, have a great night. All right, Tony T here on the drive-thru. Before we get to my picks, just a reminder, guys, we're back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Really big card from college basketball. Of course, we'll have the NFL game as well as Ravens and Cowboys. So 6 p.m. Eastern time. We're back to our regular slot time. We started the show early at 4 p.m. Eastern time because we wanted to get ahead of that Monday Night Football game and get you both picks from the game. So now it's time for my pick, and we're going to look at college basketball with this NC Central and Coastal Carolina game. We're going to take the points here with North Carolina Central Eagles at plus the 9.5. NC Central, well, they're shooting the three pretty well, over 39%. They're getting good production in the paint. And this is an experienced team with many back in the rotation. Eagles program has made the NCAA tournament in 3 of their past 4 seasons. But not much to take here from the Chanticleer's wins against NC Wesleyan, Columbia International. Remember, this was a program that was 16-17 last year, 8-12 in the Sun Belt. They did a very poor job of taking care of the basketball. Really a high turnover team, not a lot of discipline. I don't like taking those teams and laying points. Coastal Carolina did lose their leading scorer to transfer. They moved to Buffalo in the MAC. So you got a lot of question marks, ball handling, rotational there with the transfers coming in, trying to mesh this all together. I'm going to take the more experienced team that's hitting their threes, North Carolina Central, at plus the 9.5. Of course, you can check out Big Dogs Premium. I have premium play here from the Bills 49ers. Of course, I also have those long-term passes. That's your best value over at Pick Dogs. All right, let's take a look at the show picks for today. We got it started here with Brian Bittler, and we got Rod Zawacki also in this segment. He'll critique some of the plays. We started with Brian Bittler. He said take Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers to go under total of 47.5 points. Rod Zawacki was on Eastern Washington plus the 14 against Oregon. Al Ninos, take Washington football team and Pittsburgh Steelers under 43.5. Yours truly was on NC Central plus the 9.5 against Coastal Carolina. Of course, I'm going to start here with Al Ninos. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Heard some comments about Brian and I being on different sides this morning, but I will agree with him on this play. I do like the under here. I think San Francisco is a pretty good defense, and I don't think they present much offensively either. So yeah.
All right. All right, and I will agree with El Ninos on the football team and Steelers to go under the total in his play. All right, Rod, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I like the under in the Steelers game here. Under 43.5 points. We're going to see 2 great defenses go at it. They're going to beat each other up. I see like the 17-14 game.
Yeah, I like that. I like when these teams come off long rest too, Washington football team. And there's still something to play for. That NFC East is wide open, so who knows what will happen. And, of course, the Washington football team could have something to play for. And, of course, that rest advantage, I think, favors the defense. We see that a lot in the NFL. All right, guys, that was our show, The Drive-Thru. Good luck tonight with your bets as we approach the start of the doubleheader from Monday Night Football. Tomorrow we're back at our usual time, 6 p.m. Eastern time. We'll have coverage from the Dallas and Ravens games. We'll have picks from that as well as a big card from college basketball. So let's go ahead and bring in the crew from today's show and give you guys a wave-off goodbye and have you guys a great night. And we'll talk to you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Don't forget, it all gets started in the morning with the morning show with Mitch at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And by the way, stay tuned for the halftime show for Mitch, halftime of the Steelers and football team. And even the late game, halftime, there'll be some halftime picks with Mitch. So be sure to stay tuned for that. When the game goes to half, set your notifications. Tune in to Mitch's halftime show. He'll get you the picks for the second half. All right, guys, give us a wave to everyone. Have a great night.